Hello everybody. This is the second video of how we can create a WordPress website using AWS for free. Let's just recap what we did last video, and then we will continue to do the analysis of what we have to create for today and complete this series, or like this tutorial of how to create the WordPress. All right. So in the last video, we created EC2 instance. And from this EC2 instance, we had a security group, new security group, which is WordPress SG. We have here both HTTP and HTTPS are open to the world with MySQL and SSH. Why we did this? Just because we need to access the website. Now we are going to create a load balancer. And from this load balancer, we will create another security group which will have HTTP and HTTPS open to the world, and the security group which is responsible for, or which is attached to the EC2 and the RDS, will be changed and will be only available for the internal communication of in AWS. So we have this security group. If we go to and we created RDS, we have one RDS instance, MySQL. This is the MySQL, and it's available. We like in the last video, we know how we created, like from the last video, how we create the MySQL service and how we install it. The third things, which is from another account in Route 53, clicked on the domain name Borsa Club. I created one record, which is a record to the IP address of EC2 instance, which is this one, this EC2 instance here, the public IP address. So from outside this account, from like the dummy account which I have, I created another account, I created a record to route the domain to this IP address. So let's see how we are going to use application load balancer and how we will be able to create a certificate. First of all, we have to go to the EC2 instance. Down you have a load balancer. Click here on the load balancer. I don't know, since yesterday the internet is a little bit slow here. I don't know why. Create load balancer. These are the types of load balancers. Application load balancer, which we are going to use because it will be responsible on the application level about HTTP and HTTPS. Network load balancer, it will do the UDP, TCP, and DLS load balancing, and this is for high, like if you need, if your application is handling millions of requests per second, and you want a very low latency, so you have to use network load balancer. Gateway balancer, it's quite a new service which is responsible only for gateway, which is like one services inside Amazon. Previous generation about the classic load balancer. This is well, I'm not going to talk about it because this is very like a previous version and we don't need it right now. For us, we are going to use only application load balancer, which is the very important one to the web services. Click in create. We will name it WordPress ELB. ELB is Elastic Load Balancer. We need both of protocols. Now here you have to assign multiple availability zone inside the same region, and we don't need the accelerator. I'm not going to the accelerator right now. Name value WordPress and Northern Virginia NV ELB. Now go and configure the security group. Okay, now here is what, like, this is the how to say it. This is the trick. I'm going to show you something. I hope it will be really useful for you. Now, for the application load balancer, you need an SSL certificate. SSL certificate, you don't need to buy it from outside. You can create it for free, and it will be renewal every year for free from Amazon. So from here, no existing certificate, so you have to choose one. Request a new certificate from ACM. Now, what is the domain name? It's borsaclub.com. DNS validation. Next, name. Borsa Club SSL. Review, confirm the request. Now, all right, so we need to add this, as we said, these two to the hosted zone, just Route 55, click create the new record. We need, this is the record name. If we open this one, it will be all of this, Control C, and it will be a CNAME, press a CNAME. And the value will be this one. I hope it will work fine. Then create a zone. It's created. We need another one. Again, just copy this, tell.www dot tell here. Then it will be the full, and it will be also the CNAME. Come here, just put this one. And it will be added. So now we have these two. If you go back to this and do continue. Now, okay, it's Amazon issued, but it's still not available. Validation is not complete. Let's wait. We have to check because it will take some time just to validate it. So I will stop the video here, and I will come back to you once the validation is over. All right, so now the SSL certificate is issued. Honestly, when I did the certificate of architect and security, I didn't see any website that is mentioned. What if I have what if I have a domain name which is not registered in Amazon? What will be the reason for this to create the SSL certificate? Because the SSL certificate is issued by Amazon. So this was like a little bit tricky to me. So I tried it myself and it worked. So okay, at least you can take as benefit of it. Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. Now we have SSL certificate. In the create load balancer, if you just refresh here, you will have one. Now the TLS, it's very important because there are some versions of the TLS which is not supported by the old version of the browser. But I don't think today we have like very old, like Internet Explorer, like 7. It's not like it's supported at the end, it's supporting TLS 1.0. So to me, I'm going to use ELB security policy 2018 extension, this one, not FX, TLS we need, not FS, we need the TLS 2018. Now create the security group. We have the security group. This is the default. We have WordPress now, but we said that we are going to tweak it. So let's first of all change it. We have HTTP and HTTPS here, and it will be open from the whole word, WordPress SG-ELB. So we will know that, okay, not equal slash or hyphen, I don't know. Control A, Control C, this is V. Now next, configure the routing. Okay, now here is what we need to do. We need a new target group where all the EC2 instances will be inside the target group, and application load balance, this target group will be attached to the load balancer, and load balancer will keep checking all the instances inside this group, and it will check if it's healthy, then it will send the traffic to it. If not, then it will not send the traffic to it. So here, target group, we will call it WordPress. Yeah, and the protocol will be HTTPS. Now I will in the next video I will talk how we are going to use HTTP2. And here the path we will create health.html. So we need to create this document inside the server. See, we are health.html. vi health. Let's type something. h1 hello, I'm healthy. Server 1. Anything you can type, it is fine. Okay. So if you go to borsaclub.com/health.html, will give you this one. I will tell you why I said server 1. So later on we will do we will add another instance, and we will change the name here, and we will just put server 2, and we will start seeing how the application load balancer will work on it. So advanced health check. Here it will be the traffic port. The threshold could be between 2 to 10. unhealthy threshold, so it will try 2 times. If it's not like bingable or like cannot fetch this file, it will be for 2 times. It will be unhealthy instance. Timeout is 5 seconds. I will put it. I think it's 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds. Interval, it should be between 5 to 30. Like every 5 seconds, it will check the application. Register the instance. Here we have only one instance. I will just add to register, next, and review, create. It will take like a couple of seconds to create the application load balancer, but it will take a little bit longer for the target groups to be initiate. Let's say like here, if you check its initial, still not added to this one. And don't forget the protocol, it's HTTP1. We have to change it later on to accept HTTP 2. So, okay, listener, this is fine. We can do something with this listener. We can just click here, edit. Now, if it's 80, so I just want to forward, we can just delete it. If the connection coming from port 80, add action, redirect to port HTTPS, port 443. So any request coming from port HTTP port 80 protocol HTTP, it will be redirected to HTTPS. Update. So this is done. What else we have to change? Description. If we come here and just edit, we just need to enable HTTP2. So it's enabled, but we need to enable it from the Apache. We will do it on the when we are doing the Linux enhancement for the application. I will just disable it right now. Later on, we will do it. So still, it's in the provisioning state. Target groups is still into initial. Okay. Meanwhile, till it's finished, let's do the let's create the second instance. Second instance is very easy way to do it. You can just go to the instance. Here you have one instance. Click, select it, action, go to the image and template, create an image. So here you will create an image of the instance itself. So it will be exactly the same. The only difference will be is the IP address. So the name, it will be EC2 or WordPress server 2. The image name, sorry. We can say it AMI1. Description for the server 1. Create an image. Now, if you go here to AMIs, you will see now it's creating the image. It will take some time also. Usually what it creates, snapshot, and from this snapshot it will create this image. All right, so till it's over, let's go back to load balancer and check. Now it's active. Target groups is targets. It's initial. Still, it will take time. So, oh no, it's fine. Now it's healthy. So what we said, we need to change the security group of this to be internal, and it will be so secure. Go to the security group, go to this SG. Now, edit inbound. So what we need the HTTP. Let's delete this one. Okay, and delete this one from IP6. I don't need IPv6. So HTTP, I need HTTP access to be accessible only, not from everywhere. I need it from the application load balancer. So the security group of application load balancer will be allowed to communicate with all the services inside the security group of the security, WordPress security group. So we will just allow it from here. Go to the second HTTPS, also the same. Now, for Aurora and MySQL, we don't need it from everywhere. I need only the services inside the security group, this security group, to be able to communicate over port 3306. So I have just to put here. That's it. Now, if we come here and save the rules, save the rules. Now, this happened, everything happened before changing Route 53. So if I do this, I shouldn't be able to communicate. It will give me timeout. Why? Because I didn't allow port HTTP or HTTPS to be accessible from outside. Only communication with the application load balancer will be allowed. All right, so let's do it. Check again what happened. We created this healthy application load balancer. We created AMI. We need to launch the AMI into another EC2 instance. So we come to the AMI. We just click on it and do launch. We will create this free one, configure the instance. It will be the same. I don't need anything. Just we have to choose the security group. Okay, security group is not here. Add storage, it will be the same. Add tags, I don't need the tags. Configure the security group. I will choose one existing. I need this one. And if you double check here, it's just allowing HTTP from the load balancer, HTTPS from the load balancer, and Aurora only from the same security group. Review and launch. I will use the same key pair. Okay, launch instance. It will take 2-3 seconds to review it. Now, it's pending. Meanwhile, we will go to the load balancer and go up, and this is the DNS name. Copy the DNS name. We will open the route 53. I will just read it. Okay, we will open the route 53 and we will do create a new record. Simple routing. Next, define record. It will be to another application load balancer. Region is Northern Virginia. Okay, and the load balancer here, because I'm using a different account. Recording, yes. Here, because I'm using different accounts, so it will show me what is the application load balancer inside this account. But I want it to another account, so I will just put the DNS of the second application load balancer. Define simple, create record, and it's created. So now, if we back to this one, we have the route 53 is communicated directly with the load balancer. Load balancer is, we will add now the second instance, and we will see what is the difference, like how we will do the high availability for these two instances. So back to the console. If we go to the dashboards, we have still one, and we have two, but it just take a little bit time to initiate. I will just grab the IP address. And this one, I will just Ctrl+C. I will do new. This is WordPress. I will just change the MAC address and I will make it one. Save. Okay. So this is the second server. CSU cd var HTML. I will just change one small thing, which is health.html. I will do it server 2. That's all what I need. That's all. And make sure that HTTPS HTTPD start. And I have one. This is the second server. See the second server cd var HTML vi health.html, and this is server 1. So I have now two servers. We can identify both of them by server 1, server 2. Come here to console. Now we have two server is working. This is it will take a little bit longer. Go to the target groups. Click here. Register new targets, and you will find this one, which is the new server, which we have it. You can see that it's also in the different availability zone. Include, register pending target, and now it will take a little bit time just to initial this server. Meanwhile, let's just test borsaclub.com. I hope it's working fine, and see now it's secure without any problem. Before, when you route it directly to the server, it will give you, because it uses the self sign-in certificate. Here, no, it's using the SSL certificate of Amazon itself. So I will just wait for this to be okay. Now it's healthy. Okay, so how we will know that? How we can identify which server is handling the traffic right now? Go to the borsaclub.com/health.html. This is server 2. Refresh server 1. So now it's like it's between two servers. How? Okay, let's go to the server. This is server 1. I will just do service HTTPD stop. So it will stop having the traffic. You come here. Restart. Sorry, it will take I think we configure it for 5 seconds, something like this. Yeah. So health check fails. It's not healthy. Now what we have to get only server 2. Refresh. As much as you click refresh, it's only server 2. Come back to this one. Start. If we go back to this one, refresh, it's going with the load balancer normally without any problem. All right, go back to the target groups. The CloudFront, it's under the network. Click here on the services, go down to the network and content delivery. CloudFront, click here and create distribution. We need a new distribution. The originated name is application load balancer, Elastic Load Balancer. You have this one. Original path, it's still the same. We need the minimum origin SSL. It's 1, it's fine. We need origin protocol, it's HTTPS. And what else? Okay, here the viewer protocol, it's a redirect HTTP to HTTPS. We can add the cache options. We will do the caching only for the get and head options is a good idea also. Smooth streaming, we don't have any streaming here, but if you want. Now, restrict viewer access, use signed URL or signed cookies. We use this once we are caching the information inside S3. And this is very, very important. So you are protecting all the protecting your data inside S3, so no one can access directly. It will be accessed only via the caching. So this is very secure, but since we are using application load balancer, we don't need it here. Go down, WAF, we don't have WAF right now. All edges, this is what I said about the caching. You can use only Canada and Europe. You can use Asia, Middle East, and Africa, or you can use all the edges all around the world. Now we need the ACM. Okay, now this is another one. So here we have this certificate. So we are using this certificate and we will do just create distribution. Once you create the distribution will take like 15 to 20 minutes just to be distributed. All right, now we have the domain name. It's still in progress. I think it will take like a couple of seconds more. We just click here on the ID. We need to grab the domain name. Don't forget that we have to put the alternative name for the C names, borsaclub@borsaclub.com. Now we get this domain name. I'm going to the Route 53 here, Route 53. This is where I have the domain, hosted zone, Borsa Club. The A domain, I will need to do the edit for it. I will go and say that it's a CloudFront distribution, and I will put this one. Create. Now it's created. So this domain is going to this CloudFront distribution. And let's go back and see here. It's still in progress. Let's see what will happen if we say borsaclub.com. Okay, now it's working. Now, this is all about the WordPress. In the next video, I will talk about how to tweak, what is the difference between HTTP access and http.conf, what will be the difference between both of these, some features about how to do the HTTP2, and that also will help you. It will not be like this video, it will not be very long, it will be like small. Then we will go slowly until we reach the time we do mining for Bitcoin from AWS. We will do some calculation before going with this videos. I hope you like these videos. I hope you will subscribe, like it, share it with your friends. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.